For years, Zendaya has built a reputation for being one of Hollywood's most private stars. No matter how many interviews she gives, she always seems to reveal just enough to keep people interested while keeping the most personal parts of her life completely protected. She smiles, laughs, and answers questions with charm, but when it comes to her relationship with Tom Holland, she usually knows exactly how to avoid saying too much. That's why her recent appearance on The Tonight Show immediately caught everyone's attention. What started as a normal celebrity interview quickly turned into one of the most talked about moments online. Fans expected the usual playful responses whenever Tom's name came up. After all, Zendaya has spent years carefully protecting their relationship from becoming a constant media spectacle. But this time felt completely different. When the conversation shifted toward Tom Holland, viewers were expecting a joke, a clever deflection, or one of her famous vague answers. Instead, Zendaya surprised everyone by speaking openly and sincerely. There was no promotional angle, no rehearsed response, no carefully crafted neutral statement. Instead, she talked about Tom as a person. She spoke about the way he supports her behind the scenes. She explained how he consistently shows up for her when she needs him most. She mentioned how he makes her laugh in ways nobody else can. The more she spoke, the more fans realized something unusual was happening. This wasn't a celebrity talking about a relationship for publicity. This sounded personal, real, genuine. What stood out even more was her emphasis on history. Zendaya reminded viewers that Tom was there long before the spotlight on their relationship became so intense. He knew her before every move they made became headline news, before social media tracked their every appearance together. Then came the comment that instantly sent fans into a frenzy. Zendaya admitted that she couldn't imagine Tom being with anyone else. The statement itself wasn't dramatic. It wasn't possessive. It wasn't emotional in an over-the-top way. Instead, it sounded calm and certain, like someone speaking about something they already knew in their heart. And that certainty is exactly what made people pay attention. Longtime fans understand just how rare a statement like that is coming from Zendaya. Ever since she and Tom first met while filming Spider-Man in 2016, both stars have worked incredibly hard to keep their private lives private. Back then, they were simply co-stars. At least officially. Fans immediately noticed their chemistry. Every interview sparked speculation. Every red carpet appearance generated theories. Every shared laugh became evidence for those convinced they were secretly dating. Yet year after year, both insisted they were just close friends. The rumors continued. The internet kept watching. And still, neither of them confirmed anything. Then came 2021. One paparazzi photo changed everything. When images surfaced showing Tom and Zendaya sharing a kiss inside a car in Los Angeles, fans finally got the confirmation they had been waiting for. The reaction was absolute chaos. Social media exploded. Fan edits appeared everywhere. People celebrated as if a major holiday had arrived. For many fans, it felt like years of speculation had finally paid off. But even after the relationship became public, Tom and Zendaya refused to turn it into a publicity campaign. Unlike many celebrity couples, they didn't flood Instagram with romantic photos. They didn't give endless interviews discussing their love story. They simply continued living their lives. Quietly. That approach only made people more curious. Every public appearance became a major event. Every comment became headline material. Fast forward to late 2024. Zendaya walked onto the Golden Globes red carpet looking stunning as always. But it wasn't her dress that captured everyone's attention. It was the ring. Almost immediately, fans noticed a large diamond ring that looked suspiciously like an engagement ring. Naturally, speculation exploded. Was she engaged? Had Tom proposed? Were wedding plans already underway? Zendaya offered no explanation. She didn't confirm anything. She didn't deny anything. She simply smiled and continued with the evening. That silence only fueled even more rumors. Months later, Tom Holland unintentionally added even more fuel to the fire. During an interview, a reporter casually referred to Zendaya as Tom's girlfriend. Without hesitation, Tom corrected him. One simple word. Fiancé. That single correction instantly became viral. Millions of people watched the clip. Entertainment websites covered it, fans celebrated across social media. And once again, there was no official announcement. No press release. No carefully staged reveal. Just one quiet correction into a microphone. Exactly the kind of subtle approach fans had come to expect from them. By that point, many people were convinced engagement rumors were true. But what happened next would create an even bigger mystery. As 2026 began, fans started noticing something new. Something small. Something easy to miss. A simple gold band. Photos showed Zendaya wearing a thin gold ring on her left hand. Unlike the large diamond ring people associated with her engagement rumors, this ring looked different. Much simpler. Much more traditional. And that's where speculation reached a whole new level. Because traditionally, a gold band often symbolizes marriage. Soon fans began tracking every public appearance. February 2026. The gold band appeared. March 2026. The band appeared again. Paris Fashion Week. Still there. Award shows. Still there. Every new sighting generated another wave of theories. Had Tom and Zendaya secretly gotten married? Were they intentionally keeping it private? Or was everyone reading far too much into a simple piece of jewelry? No one knew. And neither Tom nor Zendaya seemed interested in providing answers. Their silence only deepened the mystery. For a couple that had spent years avoiding public spectacle, the possibility of a secret wedding suddenly didn't seem impossible. In fact, many fans believed it would be exactly their style. Quiet, private, personal. No massive announcement. No magazine exclusives. Just two people making a commitment away from cameras. And as more clues continued appearing, the internet became increasingly convinced that something significant had happened behind the scenes. But the biggest clue was still yet to come. If engagement rumors had already captured the internet's attention, what happened next pushed speculation into overdrive. One appearance after another seemed to add new pieces to an increasingly fascinating puzzle. The most intriguing moment arrived during an awards event when Zendaya once again appeared wearing the gold band. But this time, something else happened. Host Marsai Martin jokingly asked her when people should send wedding gifts. Instead of giving a direct answer, Zendaya covered her face with both hands and laughed. A playful reaction. But for fans already obsessed with wedding rumors, it felt incredibly revealing. The speculation continued building. Then came the Oscars. And suddenly, eagle-eyed viewers noticed something important. Zendaya was wearing both rings together. The large diamond engagement ring and the gold band, stacked on the same finger. For many fans, that combination felt significant. Traditionally, married individuals often wear both rings together. Almost immediately, social media exploded with new theories. People began comparing photos, analyzing appearances, debating every possible explanation. But then something happened that elevated the rumors to an entirely different level. The source wasn't a gossip account. It wasn't an anonymous insider. It wasn't a tabloid headline. It was La Roche, Zendaya's longtime stylist and one of the people closest to her professional life. During a red carpet interview, a reporter asked him about Zendaya's wedding looks. His response stunned everyone. According to widespread reports, La casually suggested that the wedding had already happened. The reporter appeared surprised. Most people assumed he was joking, but he doubled down. Later, when asked again, he reportedly repeated the claim. No laughter. No clarification. No attempt to walk back the statement. Weeks later, reporters brought it up once more. His answer remained the same. I said what I said. That response instantly became one of the most discussed celebrity moments of the year. Fans couldn't stop talking about it. Why would someone so close to Zendaya say something like that if it wasn't true? At the same time, others argued that nobody actually knew what he meant. Maybe he was joking. Maybe he was referring to something else. Maybe people were simply reading too much into an offhand comment. The mystery deepened further when Zendaya's mother reportedly shared a clip discussing the remarks before later removing it. That action immediately generated another round of speculation. Fans began wondering whether the repost meant approval. or whether it meant nothing at all. The truth remained unclear. And that uncertainty kept the conversation alive. Meanwhile, Zendaya continued handling questions exactly the way she always had. Carefully, thoughtfully, without directly confirming anything. One memorable example occurred during an appearance on Jimmy Kimmel Live. Jimmy brought up AI-generated wedding images that had been circulating online. The fake photos looked surprisingly realistic. Some fans had even believed they were genuine. Zendaya laughed about the situation. She joked about people being upset they hadn't received wedding invitations. She played along with the humor. But once again, she avoided providing any direct answer about her actual relationship status. That has always been her greatest skill. She rarely lies, but she also rarely confirms. Instead, she finds a way to acknowledge a topic without fully revealing the truth. It's a strategy that has kept fans guessing for years. And it worked once again. Yet many observers believe the most revealing moment still came back on The Tonight Show. Because it wasn't what Zendaya said. It was how she said it. When discussing Tom Holland, she spoke with a level of confidence and certainty that felt different from previous interviews. She described consistency, respect, trust, support, the qualities she valued most. She talked about someone who shows up every day, someone dependable, someone genuine, someone who doesn't need attention to prove his love. To many viewers, she sounded less like someone imagining a future and more like someone already living it. That impression only strengthened when she later discussed relationships in another interview. When asked about what makes a marriage successful, she answered thoughtfully and comfortably. She spoke about commitment and longevity, about understanding and partnership. Again, she didn't confirm anything, but she also didn't distance herself from the topic. That subtle distinction caught people's attention. Meanwhile, Tom Holland remained characteristically quiet. He has never been someone who rushes to make public declarations. History proves that. After all, even when engagement rumors surfaced, he took a long time before publicly acknowledging anything. His communication style has always been subtle. A compliment here, a supportive comment there. Nothing flashy, nothing dramatic. Yet even Tom occasionally provides small moments that capture fans' attention. At a recent premiere, cameras reportedly caught him admiring Zendaya from a distance before making a simple observation. She looks amazing. Short, sincere, classic Tom Holland. And perhaps that's what people love most about their relationship. In a celebrity culture built around constant exposure, they have chosen a different path. They protect what matters. They keep certain moments for themselves. They refuse to turn every personal milestone into public entertainment. Whether they are engaged, married, or simply planning their future together, one thing appears obvious. Their relationship operates on their terms. Not Hollywood's, not social media's, and certainly not the internet's. That's why the mystery continues. Maybe the wedding rumors are true. Maybe they aren't. Maybe fans are witnessing one of Hollywood's best-kept secrets. Or maybe they are simply watching two people enjoy a private relationship while the world tries to solve a puzzle that was never meant to be solved. Either way, one fact remains undeniable. When Zendaya spoke about Tom that night, her words carried certainty. Not speculation, not fantasy. Certainty, and whether that certainty points toward marriage, engagement, or simply deep commitment, it left millions of fans with the same question.